Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you're all fine and studying seriously in your house during this period of lockdown. Now, today I am going to teach you a new lesson from your book Vistas, and the name of the lesson, as you can see, The Enemy, and the author is Pearl S. Buck. So what is the name of the author? Pearl S. Buck. Now today I will be telling you the background of the story only. So first of all, it is the time of the World War, and an American prisoner of war is washed ashore, and his condition is very serious. He is in a dying state, and luckily he is found at the doorstep of a Japanese doctor, and the name of the doctor is Sadao Hoki. So he is washed ashore and he is going to die, but he is found at the doorstep of a Japanese doctor. Now, did the doctor saved him? Because Japanese and Americans, I hope, if you will remember, it was the Americans who dropped the bomb at Nagasaki and Hiroshima, the atomic bomb. Did the doctor took the revenge, or did he took care of him? In this story we will read. So again, this is a very fascinating story. It's very good. Should he save him? Should him as a doctor, or hand him over to the army as a prisoner? Now doctor was he became very serious. He was not knowing that should he save himself. Being a doctor, it was his duty to save him, but being the Japanese system, it was also, being the Japanese citizen, it was also his duty to give that prisoner to the army. So let's see what happened at the end, and it is a thought-provoking story which highlights how a doctor duty as a trained medical practitioner towards a patient make him rise above narrow national prejudices. He risked his honor, he risked his life as well as that of his family by sheltering a runaway prisoner of war of the enemy camp, and I will tell you afterward that did he really saved his life or not. The conflict in the doctor mind as a private individual and as a citizen with a sense of a national loyalty is beautiful portrait here. Now, beautiful portrait means depicted. So in this story, first of all, you will find a beautiful portrayal of a individual mind, whether he should, as a doctor, should he save the patient who is going to die, or should, as a Japanese citizen, he should, and with a sense of national loyalty, he should hand over that prisoner to the army. So in this story, in this chapter we will read that only. So first I will tell you about the background. The scene of action is a spot on the Japanese coast. Dr. Sadao Hoki's house was a low, square, stone-built house. It was set upon rocks well above a narrow beach outlined with bent pines. Sadao's father had a deep concern for his son's education. So Sadao had been sent to America at 22 to learn all that could he learn of surgery and medicine there. So he went to America to learn surgery and medicine. He returned at the age of 30. He became famous not only as a surgeon but as a scientist also. So he became very famous as a surgeon, as a scientist also. It was a time of the World War. Japan was at war with America. Dr. Sadao had not been sent abroad with troops. The old general was under medical treatment and he might need an operation. So, Dr. Sadao was being kept in Japan. So, Dr. Sadao, he was not allowed to go to see the patient, to see the troops, to see the wounded soldiers, but he was doing an important job. And what was he was doing? He was an old general, he was under his medical treatments and he had to look after him. So he was not allowed to go with the army. Sadao watched mist hide outlines of a little island near the shore. Then it came creeping up the beach below his house. His wife Hana came out and put her hand on his arm. It gave him pleasure. Then she laid her cheeks against his arm. At this moment, both of them saw something black come out of the mist. It was a man. He staggered a few steps, then the curled mist hid him again. Hannah and Sadao leaned over the railing of the veranda, and they were surprised to see a man crawling on his hands and knees. Then he fell down on his face and lay there. So who was he? Just guess. He was the American soldier and he was wounded. They thought that it was perhaps a fisherman who had been washed from his boat. So earlier what they thought, that it was a fisherman. When they came towards him, they saw that he was wounded. He lay motionless. They saw his face. Hannah whispered that he was a white man. The white man was a symbol to the American people. Sadao began to search for the wound. Blood flowed freshly at his touch. In order to stanch the fearful bleeding, he packed the wound with a sea moss. So in order to save him, because very excessive bleeding was there, he covered, being a doctor, he just covered him with the sea moss. The man was unconscious. He moaned with pain in his stupor, but he did not awaken. He was not able to get up. He was simply moaning because as he was becoming unconscious, but he was suffering from a lot of pain, so he was simply moaning. Sadao muttered, "What shall we do with this man?" He said that the best thing that they could do was to put him back in the sea. Hannah agreed with him. Now children, he told if he will cure that person, he might be arrested by Japanese army. And so what to do? They don't want to hand over that wounded man to the army also, because he knew that he would be tortured badly. So they thought if we will keep him, their life will be in trouble. If they will return him back, his life will be in trouble. So finally, both of them discussed, both husband and wife, they agreed that they would put him back in the sea. Sadao explained that it was a difficult situation. If they sheltered a white man in their house, they would be arrested. Definitely, being a doctor and curing Japanese armies, if he will give shelter to that person, that white American, or if he will cure him, he would be arrested. If they turn him over as a prisoner, he would certainly die, and they knew very well his fate. If he will hand them to Japanese army, they would kill him. They were staring upon the inert figure with a curious repulsion. Then they tried to find out what he was. He looked American. The battered cap had faint lettering US Navy. They concluded that he was a sailor from an American warship. So they thought, in fact they discussed that he might be a sailor from an American warship. The man was a prisoner of war. He had escaped and was wounded in the back. It also might be the truth that their Japanese army must have captured him, and being a prisoner of the war, he must have escaped anyhow from their ship and now he is in front of him. All Americans were his enemy, and the person who had escaped, he was wounded in his back. That means he was hurt in his back. Hannah asked Sadao if they were able to put him back into the sea. Sadao hesitated. If the man had been whole, he could be turned over to the police without difficulty, as he was his enemy. All Americans were his enemy. But since he was wounded, they should not throw him back to the sea. Now, Dr. Sadao, being a doctor, he started thinking, how can they throw him back to the sea? He is wounded a lot. Now, Hannah asked what then he is going to do with him. Hannah observed that there was only one thing left to do. They must carry him into their house. Sadao was not sure about the reaction of the servant. Now, children, they decided that they would carry him to their house, but then he was feeling scared that there are servants around his house. Suppose if anybody will report to the government or to the army, then their life will be in danger. So Hannah suggested that they must tell the servant that they intend to give him to the police. Now Hannah told, if somebody will ask them, if any of the servant will question them, then they will told that this is their intention, that after treating him, they will hand him over to the police. So said that they must do so. Otherwise, all of them would be in danger. And if she said they have to do this only, otherwise everybody in their house would be in danger. Together, they lifted the man. He was very light. They carried him up the steps and into the side door of the passage. They carried him to an empty bedroom. Sadao suggested that he should better be washed because he was quite dirty. If she fetched the water, he would wash the man. Hannah could not bear him to touch the man. She offered to tell the maid Yumi. Sadao took the responsibility of informing other. So here Sadao, he was telling to the servant and whoever were responsible for his household work, and they decided to give him a bath because his whole clothes, his body was full of mud. He was very dirty. Now he touched that man, and the heart too was yet alive. He saw that the body was not giving any response, but the heart was alive. Sadao observed that he would die unless operated upon. Sadao told that if he will not operate him, he will certainly die. The man was very young, perhaps not even 25, and he was too young, only 25 years of age. The man had to be washed first. However, the servant refused to do so. They did not want their master to heal the enemy. Now, children, all the servants of the house objected. They did not want that his master should touch the enemy. Hannah washed the man till his upper body was quite clean. So it was Hannah who took the step. She washed his upper part of the body. Sadao put his instrument upon a sterilized towel. Now he started putting instrument upon a sterilized towel. He began to wash the man back carefully. He asked Hannah to give the anesthetic if he needed. Anesthetic is a thing to make somebody conscious. So Hannah, but she was not able to see the operation. She ran away from there. Now Sadao proceeded swiftly. Hannah came in. Sadao asked her to saturate the cotton and hold it near his nostril. She had to move it away a little when he breathed badly. Then Sadao got busy. He felt the tip of his instrument strike against something hard. It was just near his kidney. Then with the cleanest and most precious incision, the bullet was out. So after all, the bullet which was inside his body near the kidney, with a great difficulty, he took it out. The man quit. The man started traveling, but he was still unconscious. Sadao gave him an injection and the man's pulse grew stronger. Then what really happened? What happened to Sadao? Did he hand him over to the police? What happened? This I will explain you tomorrow while explaining the lesson. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.